Hello and welcome back to Competitive Games, the series in which I explore, theorize, and attempt to create a discussion around competitive video games. Last episode we looked at how the EULA and TOS in games act as a carte blanche for developers to determine whether nuances, glitches, or exploits constitute creative use of game mechanics or ban-worthy cheating and abuse. The difference between nuance and glitch, we learned, is solely a matter of perspective and community assessment. In part 3 of Serlin's essay Play to Win, he explains that playing to win can be counterproductive. He provides a topographical metaphor of mountains and peaks of efficacy to make his point. Players who love the game will explore its peaks, finding nuances and quirks that can be used or abused to win. Players who only ever play to win may devote their time to honing suboptimal tactics of lower peaks that are ultimately ineffective against players with more experience. Playing for fun, Serlin explains, is part of research and design. It is how we learn the game, learn what the game's rules are, learn how we can win. This is an important idea. I've already alluded to it in episode 4, but Serlin's argument about research and design is related to, if not synonymous with, theory crafting. Competitive players have to become students of the rules. Learning the game is not only experiential either. More and more, as the discourse communities around particular games grow, players begin to unpack, decode, and mine the programming of the game. Recall that this is how the black box turns white. It's significant to note, then, that the theory crafting of a game is made possible largely through devoted online communities. The writing, argumentation, and discourse that occurs on message boards and online forums not only works towards a consensus of what is and is not fair, balanced, acceptable, etc., but also expedites the process of research and design. In short, the work of gaming communities turns the black box into a white box faster than a single competitive player exploring a game's topography. Many hands make work light, so to speak. Why is this worth mentioning? Well, first it exemplifies the theories of several scholars whose work attempts to understand and appreciate the educational value of video games. They call these practices distributed cognition and knowledge communities. Second, it shows us that competitive players can, and often must be involved in the gaming community. They must read and research the game to learn as often as they play to learn. So while being a competitive player means playing a lot, what separates a competitive player from a compulsive player is how they spend their time playing. That's all for this episode. Next time we will begin exploring why some genres seem to be better for competitive gaming than others. Until then, feel free to leave questions, comments, and critiques, and as always, keep on gaming.